Alright guys, what is up? It's your boy Beast here. Welcome back to yet another Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle. This match right here is another match here against a guy by the name of Evening Star from Smogon. Now you guys might be really disappointed with me right now because I haven't really been uploading lately. I've just been kind of inactive because of these exams and they have been pissing me off big time. So it's been really difficult for me to upload, and you guys can forgive me for that because it's really not too easy at all. But I do have quite a lot of battles saved up, so it's gonna be easier for me to upload this week. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And also, you guys might have noticed that I've deleted quite a few videos from my channel. Those videos were my Pokemon Black and White 2 LP that I recorded and uploaded. I deleted it because I accidentally replaced the save file of the game that I was recording it from. So that was just really stupid of me. I apologize about that. It's just me not organizing good enough. So yeah, I'm gonna have to start off my Collosem LP that I put on hold because Black and White 2 came out, and I figured I might as well just do a quick LP of that. But I guess I'm not really too great at doing that because it's really time consuming and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna have to start it up, but obviously I'm gonna have to record a few parts first before I upload anything. So yeah, other than that, this guy's got some pretty cool stuff on his team. He's got a Roserade, a Vaporeon, Gyarados, Zapdos, Gliscor, and Conkeldurr. Now, the main threat that I see right away on his team is Zapdos. Now, Zapdos, it's got some pretty good typing, and I don't have any rock moves on this team. Well, I do have ice moves, but I don't have any like Stone Edges on this team, so that's got to be really difficult to handle, let you know. And the only type of ice type moves that I have on this team is Hidden Power Ice, and obviously that's going to be Unstab on both my Rotom Wash and my Heatran, which both have Hidden Power Ice. It's gonna be unstepped, so it's gonna be really difficult to handle his Zapdos. I'm gonna have to set up the Stealth Rocks, otherwise I'm gonna be in really deep shit. So yeah, the other threats that I see on his team is Gyarados. Now, Gyarados could be handled by Rotom, but you know, if that thing gets to set up to like +2 or +3 with the Dragon Dance, then I'm pretty much fucked. So I gotta really watch out for that. And also his Conkeldurr, which could be a problem as well if it is a bulk up variant, and if it sets up like +2 or +3 bulk ups, and it's gonna be really difficult to handle and stuff. So yeah, let's just go ahead and play the battle. So I'm gonna go to lead off with my Rotom Wash, as this guy's gonna lead off with his Roserade. Now, I was predicting maybe a Leaf Storm or a Sleep Powder from his Roserade, and that's why I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch and switch out of there into my Heatran as Sleep Powder, pretty much because I was just predicting a Sleep Powder from that thing. So he does go for the Sleep Powder, and he actually misses the first turn, but I was like, you know what, let's just go ahead and stand here and let him put me to sleep. So I do have something asleep, so he can't go for the Sleep Powder a second time unless my Heatran wakes up. So he's gonna go ahead and switch out of there into his Vaporeon, and I'm actually gonna do the same. I'm gonna switch out of there into my Metagross because my Metagross does have the Stealth Rocks, and you know, I can set them up, you know, because I really need the Stealth Rocks up on his side so I can potentially handle his Zapdos, you know. So I do set up the Stealth Rocks, which is nice, and he's gonna go to switch out of there into his Batman, which is his Gliscor. So I'm gonna switch out as well. I was actually predicting that switch, and I'm gonna set him my Rotom Wash because I kind of wanted to, you know, sponge that switch because I really didn't want his Gliscor setting up or anything. So I go for the Hidden Power Ice because I was like, okay, that's pretty early in the game still, and I might as well just go for the HP Ice. And luckily for me, he does not switch out, so that was just perfect right there. And I get an early KO on his Gliscor. So what I'm gonna do right here is I'm gonna set in my Balloon, which was probably a bad play because his Drain Punch is gonna do a lot. I was like, maybe he's gonna go for the Bulk Up, and then I can just put him to sleep with the Spore. But it turns out that he's just gotta go for the Drain Punch, and it also turns out that he's gonna activate his Toxic Orb. So this thing is a more of an offensive Conkeldurr, and that tells me that it's most likely not got any HP, or well, he could have the HP investment, but he's probably not got too much defense investment on his Conkeldurr. He's more of an offensive one. But go for the Meteor Mash this turn, and I was actually pretty shocked right here that even this crit wanted KO'd it because I'm really not too invested in attack on this thing. I'm more of a defensive Metagross, so I was actually pretty shocked right there. But that definitely cost him right there because his Conkeldurr could have been a problem against my team. So what he's gonna do right here is he's gonna send out his Gyarados, and I set on my Rotom Wash and just kind of sponge it. And this right here was probably the worst play I made in the entire game. He's gonna double switch into his Zapdos, and I go for the trick on it, and he goes for the T-Bolt. and he fucking crits me. And I was like, oh my god, I just tricked that thing a choice scarf, and now I can pretty much just wreck through my entire team if I'm not careful enough. So, you know, I'm not as locked into Thunderbolts, so I'm gonna set on my Hydreigon, which could easily take it on, and I'm gonna go for the Dark Pulse this turn, and it's gonna do quite a lot. Well, actually not. It's not gonna do much at all to Vaporeon. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? So, gonna switch out of there into my Heatran because I was just kind of trying to fodder out this thing because I don't have shit against this freaking Vaporeon anymore because my Rotom Wash has died. So that's just kind of terrible. So he does go for the Surf. It's gonna do a lot to me because it's super effective, and he's gonna actually go for the Wish this turn, which is just I guess that's cool because he was just trying to heal up all his damage, and he's gonna go for the Surf, just take him out of there, which is cool, I guess. And then I believe I'm gonna set on my, I'm not quite sure I'm gonna set on, but I'm gonna set on something, and that's gonna be pretty nice. I'm not quite sure actually. Yeah, I'm gonna set on my Breloom. Okay, I'm gonna set on my Breloom. It's pretty low at HP, but I am gonna be able to put it to sleep, which is amazing. And then I believe I'm gonna go for the Sword Stance, or no, actually I'm gonna switch out of there into my Hydreigon, predicting a switch out into his Gyarados or his Zapdos, which both can easily handle my Breloom. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just go for the Dark Pulse, I think, and take this Gyarados out of there. And it actually turns out that his Gyarados is Scarf, which is pretty nice actually, but his Ice Fang is not gonna do too much. It's gonna do more than it's not gonna do more than half. It's gonna do exactly half, which is alright because I am gonna be able to go for the Draco Meteor. I'm sorry, I said Dark Pulse before, but I meant Draco Meteor. Gonna go for the Draco Meteor and take that thing out of there, so that's alright, I guess. But he's gonna set on his Zapdos this turn. He's gonna go for the T-Ball, and I'm just gonna leave my Metagross in there as fodder because it's still alive and it can still be used as a death fodder, so I might as well just use it as a death fodder. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set on Hydreigon, and what I should have done before the battle is I should have made this thing Modest Nature, because this Dark Pulse would have without a doubt taken this stupid Zapdos out of here. If I would have been Modest Nature, I mean Modest Nature on Hydreigon right here would have been very, very beneficial, but my dumbass unfortunately does not put it on. So I was like, okay, you know what, I really don't need my Scizor at all really, so I might as well just take some damage with it and take it out of there with a Bullet Punch. So I just take out the Zapdos with a Bullet Punch as he's gonna set on his Vaporeon this turn, and I was like, okay, that thing is asleep. I could potentially 2-hit KO it with a Dark Pulse and a Draco Meteor, and I was like, yeah, this is gonna be easy to take out because Draco Meteor is base 140. It should easily be able to take it out from that range of health, right? But of course not. Of course, my luck is gonna be worse than my I don't know really, but he's gonna live with like 1 HP left, unfortunately, and that's gonna be terrible because he's gonna wake up and go for the Wish, and I was like, God, no, he has to Protect, and he's gonna be able to heal up all of his HP, and that's just not very good at all. But it turns out that it does not have the Protect, and I was like, yes, I take it out of there, and this is another great example of where Modest Nature would have been very useful because I would have without a doubt 2-hit KO that thing if I would have been Modest Nature, but I don't know really, but I'm definitely gonna make this thing modest until next time. So, by the way, if you didn't notice already, it's got Expert Belt, which is an amazing item on Hydreigon. So, you know, this guy's got 1 poke left, and I was like, okay, let's just set on Scizor, Bullet Punch it, and then I'm done. So, yeah, this was a pretty close game actually. I was really afraid when my Rotom died because, you know, he's got that Gyarados and his Vaporeon, and without my Rotom, I was really having a difficult time dealing with those 2 pugs. But I managed to do it in the end, and it was definitely a good game. So if you guys enjoyed this battle, leave a like rating if it did, and I will see you guys later. Peace!